Well, I'm ashamed to say that for the last 22 years, I have let other people tell me when the feast days were so that I could get it on the work calendar. I just always trusted man. My congregation would go and spy out, the little sliver of the moon, and that's what they considered the new moon, and that started the count. I moved away from that congregation about 3 years ago. So this year, I grabbed my Bible and a lunar calendar and sat down to figure them for myself for pretty much the first time. Boy, was I in for a surprise. I can't believe I never realized this. A light bulb went off, and I realized that spying out the sliver of the moon, the little sliver of the moon, is nowhere in the Bible. Nowhere. Nada. I am so very sorry for any of you that I have misled when speaking about the feast days and talking about the sliver of the new moon. Oh boy. So now, moving forward, I will be keeping the beginning of the fall feast days on that day right there, because it's not the waning or the waxing moon, it's the new month begins right there. That's considered the new moon right there on the 14th, where it's completely dark. So I'm going to keep it beginning that night and on into the next day, which is the 15th on the Gregorian calendar that you see there. So I'm going to keep it on the 15th. That'll be the holy day. That'll be the Kadosh day, the Feast of Trumpets. And that is my understanding. You may have a different understanding, but that's when I'm going to start keeping it. Now, I have heard many people say, well, we should do what Brother Judah does. He's our example. But to that, I just have to ask, is he our brother? Aren't family the ones that have faith in Yeshua and keep the commandments? And as far as I understand, Brother Judah doesn't have faith in Yeshua and doesn't keep the commandments, because doesn't Brother Judah keep the Talmud? Now, obviously, that's not meant to be a blanket statement, because I'm sure there are many that have come to faith in Yeshua and are keeping the commandments. And doesn't the word say we are to, when they sit in the seat of Moses, we are to do as they say, what they are reading from the word, but not as they do, because they don't keep the commandments, they keep the Talmud. So in closing, I pray that Yah will Baruch all of my brothers and sisters as they keep his fall biblical Kadosh feast days. I love you all.